douchebag-eating motherfucking cocksucker shit, motherfucking prick! I'll take your fucking head, chop it off!
Calm down, Tony. Just tell me what went wrong.
What went wrong? Is somebody took 3 of my best guys and threw them into what must have been a walking wood chipper. This was supposed to be a simple gig, Wynn! What the hell are you trying to pull on me, huh? I mean, we're talking about my best kickmen getting mercilessly whacked over here. Now, how am I supposed to deal with this?
They were ambushed, sniped. What?
They're now wearing their goddamn heads on backwards is what I'm saying. The bones got pretzeled by somebody who knows how to do it right.
I see.
Yeah, I see too. I see you asking me to do you a favor, and suddenly my cleaning crew gets taken out by some asshole thinks he's a Terminator.
I'm sensing an accusation here, Tony?
All I'm saying is, this smells like the work of a goddamn government-trained assassin. And that just happens to be your stock and trade.
It wasn't any of mine. And if I were you, I'd be very careful about the next time I made such strong implications without the facts. So, what about the journalists?
And tomorrow's a bitch.
Good.
Yeah, for you. This shit's cost me big time.
You'll be amply compensated for your loss. Let me know what you find out about this mystery assassin.
I'll send you his liver and maybe a couple of fingers.
Hello.
The newsmen have been dealt with.
Who did you use?
Mafia elements, nothing traceable.
Good. Thank you.
And, as we discussed,
The appropriations are already in place. As of now, you've got unlimited credit with the Department of Defense.
I appreciate that, Senator.
Believe me, it was worth it. I'll feel free to call if there are any further complications.
Of course, but tell me, how long do you intend to cover for him?
As long as I have to.
He's a child killer.
Look, we've been through this before. You don't have a son, let alone one you can't give your name to. So what he does is my problem. Understand?
These journalists won't be the last. You can't keep this quiet forever.
Yes, I can. You see, the dead keep their secrets.
Me off a woman, and you don't throw me in a friggin' helicopter like a piece of meat and fly me to New York in the middle of the friggin' night.
Sorry for the inconvenience, Senator. I trust we didn't interrupt anything deeply personal, but I thought this needed a face-to-face.
Jesus, Wynn. What the hell's this all about?
It's about us, Senator, our relationship. I hear you're going to take a pass on the presidential race.
How do you know that? I barely told my wife.
I want to put you in the White House, Senator.
Yeah, right. And exactly how many skeletons do I have in my closet?
Per our arrangement, I've been holding the key to that closet for some time, gouging the eyes out of anyone who so much as looks in its direction.
You're serious?
Always.
All right. Say I run. What do you get out of it?
A friend in a very high place.
To be honest, I never wanted the Oval Office. I'm content fighting battles from the Senate floor. Maybe a Speaker of the House.
Sorry, not good enough.
In other words, you're not asking me. And if I refuse?
I see a closet door swinging open, your own personal Pandora's box.
You could do that. But then I'd have to call the president. Let him know about a certain international tea party you're throwing with DOD ordnance. The scandal would make Watergate and Iran-Contra seem like a mild fart on Capitol Hill.
Look, Macmillan, you get something straight right now. This isn't just about you and me. Last time I checked, you had friends and family. I can make them suffer too. But more importantly, who's going to protect your little bastard son Billy from New York's finest? I hear the cons on Rikers despise child killers. Raped one last year with a bandsaw. We're in bed together, Senator. We have been for quite a while. So relax, bend over, and enjoy it. Having a good time, I trust.
Yeah, whatever.
You really should learn how to relax, Chapel.
Blood helps me relax. Got any for me?
A weapons shipment going to North Korea. You accompany with our compliments.
And?
Wait 9 hours, then obliterate the shipment, and give them a bloody nose.
Who takes the fall?
Peruvian terrorists. After that, I'll have something for you closer to home.
When's the hop?
Tomorrow morning. Usual pickup and delivery. What?
I don't like a lot of downtime, you know that.
So get a hobby. Go on, I'm listening.
I just wanted to find those code numbers.
I'm not interested in code numbers, Terry. We lost a rather large number of weapons from that ordnance annex a week ago.
Yes, I know, but what I'm getting at...
I want a solid, concise analysis from your department telling me who could have done this. They had the son of a bitch cornered, and somehow he got away. Weapons and all. Possible!
Incredible. I haven't seen a maneuver like that since... Al Simmons.
I don't want to have to explain this screw-up to the president.
It may have been an inside job, sir.
What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I've been running some cataloging reports on my own, and I caught some code discrepancies in our weapons storage files.
Go on.
I did some checking, and crazy as it sounds, it looks like someone might be diverting weapons shipments to other delivery sites, then changing the info in the computer.
You have any proof of this?
It's all here in my report.
Who else have you talked to about this?
No one, sir. I wanted to come straight to you.
Excellent. I'm glad you did. As of right now, Terry, your job is to track down every instance of these discrepancies in the weapons shipment files. I'll need verification and documented evidence if I'm going to get into this with a full-scale investigation.
Yes, sir.
Keep me informed.
I just want to go on record and say, I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is just some horrible mix-up.
I'll second that. Thank you, Terry. Goddamn Boy Scout. Last thing I need is him turning a few heads by talking to someone. Fortunately, Terry's a loyal puppet. Always works in the best interests of his employer. Let him find all the loose ends. We'll tie them up later. Right now, I need to find those weapons. Somehow keep us on our timetable. Recovered images from Overkill's internal camera. Rome will want Tony's fat ass for this. Nothing like a home video of your own evisceration.
I thought you were dead. I am. You've got some balls coming here, hero.
What the hell is that? And what's it doing with my weapons?
Who's laughing now?
No one can know I'm here.
You don't just bust it and fuck with me!
Shut up, Tony. What do you know about the creature on that video you sent me?
Nothing. Just that he's one lethal son of a bitch. Anyone you can whack out overkill.
I need it found, but I can't do it directly.
Hey, forget it! That bastard told me stay out of his way, and believe you me, that's exactly what I'm gonna do!
This isn't a request. You find him, then you contact me. And maybe I can help you deal with your Italian situation.
What's this?
A package from Rome. My people intercepted it from your people.
You having my guys followed?
I keep tabs on all my friends. Be honored. Enjoy.
Yeah?
Ignoring my call is not a smart idea.
Running for president's not like working for the post office. I have obligations.
Listen to me very carefully, Senator. Your every step, every thought, every breath is to be cleared through me. Is that understood? You've compromised both our positions.
What are you talking about?
That bill has several amendments tacked to it that work against my interests.
I'll get them severed. That way I can preserve my stance.
No. Unlike me, you don't have that kind of power. And these cutbacks are locked in, so the entire bill must fail. Now I'm going to have to pull in some favors to negate your vote and save you from looking like a fool. Screw up again, Scotty, and your political career is over. Retrieving those weapons has become critical. The slightest delay can shift political balances.
Terry to see you, sir.
Terry, come in.
Sir, my investigation of the weapons shipment hasn't turned up anything. The only good news is no other shipments are currently missing.
And what are we doing to locate the weapons we've lost?
Well, sir, without a lead, we're still shooting in the dark, so to speak. I suspect a Chinese terrorist group or the Cali cartel. Both are linked to recent espionage attacks in European armories. I'll have full statistical readouts in the morning.
Good work. Leave your file on my desk. We'll discuss this further after I read it.
I don't like hiding in goddamn closets.
Well, you're not supposed to be in the country, Chapel.
Isn't that the guy who married Al Simmons' wife?
As I was saying, we have to carefully position ourselves so that...
You know, he should thank me for freeing up a nice piece of ass like Wanda.
Let's focus. The guns, that's what this is about. Nothing else.
Not worried about the Boy Scout?
Terry's being monitored, just like everyone else.
Someone's got your weapons.
There's a leak somewhere. I need it plugged.
Just let me know when and where.
I want this mission executed with precision and finesse.
You trying to say I'm sloppy?
Overzealous, like our little South American project.
Not my fault those people don't know how to duck.
This time, it's on American soil. The rules are different. Cover your tracks.
Yeah, just call the ball so I can get out of your fucking closet.
Now what?
Wynn, we've got a problem.
I'm listening.
Internal data monitoring in D.C. suggests someone's been hacking into the files of several politicians, including me.
Don't worry. I sanitized your political record.
Personal information, family history. I'm scared shitless. I can't take my mind off it. The Kyle Watson situation got out of control. That lawyer, Wanda Blake, it must be her. One of my guys got knocked off trailing her.
I'd assumed she'd drop her investigation once her client got off.
She's got some ex-cop digging into deep evidence files. He's got enough connections in the department to turn up some very ugly shit. So what am I supposed to do?
Stay calm. Run for president. I'll take care of the rest. Is everyone useless around here?
Trouble in paradise?
Wanda Blake stirring up trouble.
Maybe Terry's rubbing off on her.
Time is short. First, let's get you on target.
Yeah.
I want you to find that thing in the alley. I have a specialist who will deal with it. Second, I need a pickup and delivery. A child. Nothing serious. Someone will contact you with the details.
Got it.
Kim, call Senator McMillan and tell him that the problem we discussed is being resolved. Twist will find this freak, then you're on. Get the guns first, then ask your questions. And remember, finesse.
Got it. Like kidnapping your employee's baby.
A detail.
I always did like working for you.
For God's sake. What now?
Something is amiss, Senator. Something is not right with the world. Do you have any idea what that something might be?
Wynn, I swear my heart can't take much more of this cloak and dagger bullshit.
Someone has sent your prodigal son on a decidedly untimely rampage.
My son?
Little bastard Billy. He's fucking up my plans.
What are you saying?
Did you send Billy after Wanda Blake's child?
No. Absolutely not.
All right.
What happened? How did he get the little girl? If it wasn't me, then who did?
There are forces at work here at Chapel. Shadow players who have decided to remain nameless. For the time being.
Someone's playing your game.
We'll see.
I'll get your lost weapons and hunt down this soldier killer.
Just remember the clock's ticking.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Mr. Amir, with your country's reputation, no one in the free world will sell you these kinds of weapons except for me. 400 million wins your war.
Wynn, you're beautiful, man. You start a war and then sell arms to both sides. Whoever wins, you're his new best friend.
You have your directives.
It's not working for me. The alley location doesn't make sense.
Missile fragments were found in those alleys. Serial numbers match our missing weapons. Let's get something clear right now. I own you. I'm not interested in how you think things should work. Understood? And Special Ops has reconned the target for you.
Why am I wasting my time with this bullshit? We got guns in practically every third world country. What's so special about these?
I need those guns off the street, Chapel. That ordnance is traceable to me. Chapel, did you hear what I said?
Tonight.
Let's see if the satellite can verify cross-referencing with global positioning. No signal, no position given. Jesus, those missiles never arrived.
One of my own. Give me a name.
Cerebus. That's a deep black project. Bypassing security codes. Someone removed the transmitters. Where the hell are these weapons?
Fitzgerald. Why don't we have Fitzgerald shake hands with Mr. Amir? They're such old friends.
What are we really looking at here?
A traitor, Mr. Bergen, and he's about to be dealt with. What some men will do for money. It's a travesty, selling missiles to a known terrorist. The voice?
The voice is even easier than the visual, Mr. Wynn.
Psychological profile?
Paranoid, delusional. It reads like a Greek tragedy. Shame how quickly a man can crash and burn.
Splendid observation, Bergen. I suggest you keep it in mind should you ever be tempted to shop your skills.
I am aware of your reputation, sir.
Of course you are. Your fee has already been wired. Yes?
Fitzgerald's on the loose.
I want my missiles moved out of that warehouse tonight. Right now. Merrick will have coordinates for delivery. Oh, and, send me Leon. Now. Fitzgerald is a traitor. And how does our agency handle traitors?
They're liquidated.
I want you to use Leon and that hillbilly kid.
I don't trust that hillbilly. He worked for the Russian mob.
I trust him. Wanda, you've created quite a stir at the NSC.
I don't like getting the runaround.
This has become a very dangerous situation for Terry. Who knows what he's capable of doing? He needs to turn himself in, Wanda.
He's not a criminal.
You and I both know that. But his behavior, it's erratic.
He's stressed.
You love him. But to the NSC, he's considered a traitor.
That is not Terry.
I hope it's not. If he calls you here, you must tell him to contact me. I'm his only hope. You've already lost one husband. It would be a shame to lose another.
Lena makes it a business to know where her husband is.
She knows she's being watched.
Why is this woman still alive? Let me take her and the kid. I'll know where Fitzgerald is in an hour.
And if she really doesn't know, you would have cut her to pieces.
I'll find him, don't worry.
Yes?
You wanted us to check in, sir?
Yes, Raymond. What have you got?
She hasn't left her office all day. She spoke with her grandmother, her daughter, several clients, and you.
She's clever, this one.
You know I'm good in voice stress analysis. Let me be there, next to you. She's not a pro. I'll know when she's lying.
If I feel like she's lying, you can take her.
Ask her about her daughter. Is she missing Daddy? A mother won't lie about her kid's feelings.
Wanda Blake.
Wanda. Jason Wynn.
Jason, anything new?
Yes, can you meet me for dinner?
Of course I can. Where do you want me to meet you?
I'll send a car around to pick you up.
All right. I'll be downstairs in 10 minutes.
See you then.
You look exhausted.
No sleep. I have the same dreams every night.
As his lawyer, I'd like to know if my husband is being charged with a crime.
I think this can be resolved in Terry's favor.
Don't get my hopes up, Jason, unless you are sure.
I'll always tell you the truth, Wanda. So how are you making out? How's Cyan?
It's tough on a kid. She cries for Terry every night, and I try to stay busy at work and try to keep myself together for her, but I do my own share of crying. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump my problems on you.
It's all right, Wanda. I know it's tough, but I'll be here as long as you need me to be.
I just want Terry home.
So do I. Problem?
No. I've just got to make a call.
You can use my phone.
No, thank you. This is a private call. I'll use one of the payphones. Excuse me.
She's lying.
I'm sorry. Cyan's not feeling well. I have to go.
I hope it's nothing serious.
She's been running a high fever. Thank you for everything. I'll take a cab.
No, I wouldn't hear of it. Merrick, will you see Miss Blake to the car, please?
All right.
No problem, ma'am.
I'll call you, Jason.
Good night, Wanda. Be careful.
Traced her call to a payphone in Brooklyn.
Where is she now?
On the Manhattan Bridge, heading into Brooklyn.
Keep me posted. Yes. Excellent. Brooklyn. Interesting. One of Fitzgerald's credit cards was just traced in Brooklyn. The son of a bitch has been in our backyard all this time, and Blake is on her way there now. What?
She keeps circling the same couple of blocks, real slow.
Pull her over. Hold her till I get there.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Where the hell are Raymond and Watts? Chief Banks, Wanda Blake was the last person to see my agents alive. Find her. Fitzgerald could be with her. My people are collecting the bodies. Now, I want their identities withheld. As far as the press is concerned, they were never there. 2 agents slaughtered and put on display.
And are you ready for this? He was there. Fitzgerald couldn't have done all that alone.
Of course he couldn't. This is getting too strange and costly.
Raymond and Watts were torn apart and then dragged up 7 flights of stairs. There's a second killer.
When?
It's Banks. One of my cops just pulled over Wanda Blake. She's a few blocks from you.
Where's Fitzgerald?
No sign of him. What do we do with her?
Do not detain her. Fitzgerald must still be in the area. Find him now.
You know, Jason, someone's out there.
Tomorrow's headlines will be traitor shoots wife and child. After all, he was distraught. You have Fitzgerald's gun?
Yes, and his prints, too.
Banks has every cop in Brooklyn looking for Fitzgerald. We should have him by morning.
I'd like to finish this. Myself.
Use an independent contractor. Someone outside the agency.
Jason, I said I'd do it.
No. My best agents are coming back in body bags. Someone is out there and they're getting closer. I want you to find them, Merrick, before they find me.
You look spooked. I won't let anything happen to you.
Tomorrow, an exclusive Washington Post story will report allegations of an NSC cover-up involving the disappearance of a large supply of new generation weapons. The article states that the weapons were stolen several months ago from the NSC's highest security compound. Sources from inside the NSC allege that its top officials may have concealed knowledge of the theft. The Attorney General's office
is promising a complete investigation. Do we have our contingency plan, Mr. Wynn? That power comes with a price tag. Time collected on your bottom. Wynn? Maybe it's time you made new friends. Next to the man with the master plan.
Merrick!
Those demons inside you waiting to get out.
Yes, Jason. What's wrong?
Did you see that? On the TV.
The NSC has refused to comment.
Wanda Blake is still alive. They found your independent contractor washed up on the shore, torn apart like the others. Excuse me, waiter. Another bottle, please. His car was still parked in front of her house.
Did you invite me to dinner just to fire me, Jason?
The killer is still out there, Merrick.
You know who it is, don't you?
I've been having dreams. They started when the killing began. There's a strange familiarity about it all. He's really fucking with me, Merrick, playing with my head. When? The Washington Post? What does she want? You are supposed to deal with the press. What the hell do I pay you for anyway? I never want anyone giving anything to the press. Understood?
A reporter?
Yes.
What's the name?
I'm coming for you, Jason Wynn. I'm coming for you, Jason Wynn.
That voice. It was in my dream.
2 more slaughtered.
This is just what I want him to do. He'll come to me, and then we'll have him. There you are. I've been waiting for you. Who are you?
Don't you remember me? You had me burned alive.
What? Simmons? Simmons is dead.
No shit.
I don't believe you! Do it. Kill me.
If you send his soul to hell, he'll come back as powerful as you are.
In there.
Fitzgerald is my wife. You will never endanger their lives again.
Get out of here. Show your face. Do as I say.
Hello, Jason Wynn. I believe it's time I made your acquaintance.
One of your officers filed a report on a cop killed in the alleys.
Jason, you're a busy man. Why are you spending your time reading our New York City police reports?
Chief Banks, if I didn't feel you served a purpose for me, I wouldn't have gotten you nominated for police commissioner. And we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we?
Mr. Wynn, I didn't mean to imply that...
The report was written by an officer named Max Williams.
Twitch. Smart cop. Thorough.
His partner is Sam Burke, a meat and potatoes guy.
Your smart cop describes the shooting death of one of your best officers, killed in the alleys. The dying man's last words on Earth were, "Red Cloak." Find the man in the red cloak. Don't move in on him until you call me.
Consider it done.
One of your officers has accessed some of my files, Chief Banks. Why?
I don't know anything about it.
The only guy here capable of doing that would be Twitch, Officer Williams.
You asked about him before. He's working on the killings in the alley.
Find out what he knows.
And after I get the information from Officer Williams?
I understand that New York's finest, who are killed in the line of duty, are given quite a hero's burial. Just tell me where to send the flowers, Chief Banks. What should I do with you?
I shot the bastard point blank, Wynn.
Not even the doctors have figured out how he pulled through.
Your inability to do the job has put you in a very difficult position, Chief Banks.
We're both in a difficult position. This creature told Twitch about you. He'll eventually put the pieces back together.
When he does, you be there. Judy, what's taking so long? I want the Vice President on the phone now.
Sir, they said he's not available.
What do you mean he's not available? He and I have this phone call every day.
That's what they told me, sir. I'm sorry.
Thought you should know. I was strolling through Central Park today, and there were two men talking on a park bench. Did you hear me?
Clearly. I was just thinking that a maggot like yourself wouldn't have the balls to fuck with me like you are if the two men on the bench were not a great threat to me. Something I'm sure is to your advantage.
One man was Terry Fitzgerald.
And the other man?
Vice Chairman of the NSC, Richard Sullivan. The guy who's been circling over you like a vulture.
I'll have to repay the favor someday.
Hey, Wynn. You're a free agent now. With what you know, you just became the most dangerous man on Earth.
It's a Chief Banks. He insists on talking to you.
I don't know a Chief Banks.
It's the New York Times. They'd like a statement about the allegations.
I'm not here. Judy, have my car pulled up and back.
Where is he?
He's out of the office. Hey! What do you think you're doing?